All right, so a pretty quick county board meeting, especially compared to last month's meeting, but a couple of things to discuss here tonight. First, let's start with some of the infrastructure repairs, just to kind of like the courthouse and some other things. It sounds like some of the air conditioning units need to be looked at, and also some work needs to be done with the elevator. So could you just kind of talk about some of the work that needs to be done and sort of where the county is how the county is electing to move forward with these?
Well, the courthouse is a historical place and stuff like that, and we patch it up. It's an old building like that, but Zach does a good job, and we'll continue to, keep repairing things from now on out. Right.
Yeah, and it sounds like with the air conditioners, they keep freezing up. It's leaking water into the state's attorney's office. So it sounds like moving forward to the next finance committee meeting, the finance committee is going to kind of take a look at what they can, what the county can afford to do moving forward.
Right, absolutely, like that. That'll be taken care of, because all that's going to do is create more problems and stuff like that. So, right.
Let's move on. Talk about some of the fireworks permits, things that are going on. Can you kind of expand a little bit on that? I wasn't too clear with what was being discussed here tonight as far as that goes.
Well, we have for the people that want to do things, small groups and all that, and then we have a permit for who wants to sell them, commercially and stuff like that. And everything was looked over, and we compared with other counties. And so if somebody wants to sell, they can come up and get a permit and go from there.
Moving on, starting to take a look at the 2018, the FY18 budget. Looks like the board is electing to kind of cut back a little bit, maybe get some of the deficit in check. Can you kind of talk about some of the cuts that have been proposed? It looks like there was a slight percentage number attached to those.
Right. We started off with 5%, and probably knowing that we're not going, in some departments we're not going to get 5%, but everybody's working their hardest to do it. And my goal is to cut the deficit budget without hurting anybody. We got a great staff of workers here and all that stuff, and I don't want to see anybody, lose any jobs or anything like that.
Right, and county boards elected to start making some of those cuts. Elected to no longer offer the recycling, the recycling services. Just couldn't quite afford that. But another thing it looks like is that the animal control is they're having some issues. It looks like with an incinerator. So moving forward, they won't be offering those cremation services for euthanized animals, it looks like.
Right. I mean, that's a very, very expensive item to replace like that. And actually, at this time like this, we still have to, we got a few other options we have to check first before we can go on with that.
Yeah, and kind of looking back at some of the infrastructure repairs needed, it sounds like that whole area kind of needs to be looked at a little bit. It sounds like some of their equipment's a little could be fixed or could be made better here moving forward.
Right. Well, like I say, we try our best for what we got, and we have a wonderful crew that does a lot of that work around here and does a good job, and we'll get it. So.
Now, finally here, can we talk about some of the appointments and reappointments that were made tonight for some of the various open positions around the county?
Yes. Tom Snyder and Frankie Blanch, he's been on it for a while there, and he wanted to be reappointed, and I feel that somebody that puts their time away from their family wants to do that, and I appointed him. So.
And Tom Snyder is being appointed to fill the vacancy left by Bruce Berry, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, and then we also had, it looks like, Pat Grant for trustee for the Wanaco Fire Department, and Roger Clymer as a trustee to the Nokomis Fire Protection District as well.
Right. Yep.
Right.
Good choices. Right.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
Thanks, Tim.
Thank you.